OnePlus just revealed its first foldable smartphone ever, the OnePlus Open. OnePlus is one of the few remaining big-name smartphone brands without a foldable device in its portfolio, but that's about to change with the OnePlus Open. And we've compiled the most up-to-date specs and reviews of this smartphone. So let's dive right into it. In terms of design, the OnePlus Open will have an outward folding design similar to the Galaxy Z Fold and Vivo X Fold 2. The renders of the OnePlus Fold actually looks like the leaked schematics of the yet-to-be-announced Oppo Find N3, which is expected to remain China exclusive, while the OnePlus Foldable will be available internationally. It also reveals the OnePlus 11 inspired camera cutout at the back with Hasselblad branding and 3 sensors. OnePlus brings sleek metal sides and a textured back with a leather-like finish. The sides also support a fingerprint sensor embedded in the power button, and the fan favorite, a light slider on the left-hand side. This has been a feature that OnePlus has, but over the years they just decided to extinct the feature. Well, it's nice it's coming back. And moving to the specs department, OnePlus Open will house a 6.3-inch AMOLED cover screen with a FHD plus resolution and a 120Hz refresh rate, which would be housed in a hole punch cutout. The main 7.8-inch LTPO AMOLED display will likely feature 1900 by 2100 pixel resolution and even a 120Hz refresh rate. Well, based on the specs we have, it has a hole punch cutout on the left corner for its 32 megapixel camera. And Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 is covering the chipset department and will be paired with up to 16 gigabytes of RAM and 512 gigabytes of internal storage. And it comes with a 4800 mAh battery with a 67 watts fast charging, which can charge from 0 to 100 in about 40 minutes. The device equally runs on Oxygen OS 13.2 based on Android 13, but it remains to see how OnePlus plans to add more features for the larger canvas. And yeah, they'll still be getting 4 years of major Android updates, so let's see what OnePlus does with it. And definitely for the pricing, the OnePlus is priced at $1,700, which is literally okay for me, I guess. And that's $100 less than the Fold 5 launches price. And mind you, this variant is coming with a 16 gigabytes RAM and a 512 gigabytes option, which is slightly less priced than Samsung's Z Fold 5, which comes in with 12 gigabytes of RAM and 256 gigabytes of internal storage. I still think it's a good buy for me. For the camera department, it has a triple camera setup, a dual 48 megapixel main camera and ultra wide camera lens, and a 64 megapixel telephoto lens, which according to them is one of the best cameras on a folding phone. Well, I guess they're pretty right. Looking at renders from Mr. Who's the Boss and MKBHD, it clearly shows that this phone lives up to its standards. And for the price range, it's still way more cheaper than the Z Fold 5 and the Google Pixel Fold. And what are my takes on this? Well, even though this is a first-gen foldable phone from OnePlus, I still think they nailed it in every aspect. Like, look at the crease. It's highly invisible. I mean, looking at the little details that this phone has to offer, software experience combined with hardware magic, this is literally the phone for anybody. If you're a foldable lover, then this is one of the phones you wouldn't want to miss out on. Yes, Samsung has really good name as well as Google itself, but for OnePlus to embark in something like this and still come out with such features, this is supposed to give companies like Samsung and Google a heads up, don't you think? Well, this is just my honest thoughts and reviews in it. If I was the one and I had these foldables dropped and I was asked to pick one, I'd definitely pick the OnePlus Open. What about you? What would you pick?